Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, you're welcome. My name is Anita, and if you haven't subscribed, kindly subscribe. Hit the notification bell to get notified each and every time I upload a new tutorial on my channel. If you're a member, you're welcome back. Thank you for coming back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you on how to make this trending top step by step. So if you want to know how I go about it, keep on watching. First thing I'm going to do is I will take my soldier measurement, which is 14. 14 divided by 2 will give me 7 inch. I will mark that up. After marking it up, I'm going to go down by 1 inch for the soldier slant. Next thing I will do is to move down to my armhole deep, which is 7.5 inch. Then this 7 inch I use from here, I'm going to mark it up right here. Once I'm done marking that up, I'll just connect those points together like so. Then I'm going to do the same thing right there. After connecting that up, I'll go ahead now to put the neck deep and the neck width of 3 by 3 inch for the front. Then now I'm going to go down and mark the back neck deep of 1 inch or 1.5 inch. I end up marking 1.5 inch. After marking it up, I'll just go ahead to connect it up like that. Then I'm going to connect the neck deep of the front as well. I will also connect the soldier slant like this. Then down, the next thing I will do is to go ahead, divide round my bust by 4, which is 34. 34 divided by 4 will give me 8.5 inch. Then I will measure whatever I have from here, which is 7.5 divided by 2 will give me 3.075. Then I'm going to go in by 1/2 inch. Then I'll be connecting it up together. Once I'm done connecting that, I'll go ahead now to connect the back armhole. After doing so, I'll go ahead now to measure from the soldier to the half length, which is 15 inch plus 1 inch. Altogether is 16 inch. Mark it and connect that up. After connecting it up on the half length, half length line, I'll put 1/4 of my waist measurement. Round my waist is 26. 26 divided by 4 will give me 6.5 inch. I'll mark that up. I'll be adding 1 inch for allowance. I'm going to do the same thing right there for the sewing allowance and connect that up. Once I'm done connecting it, I'll just go ahead to cut that up and cut the back piece as well. I'm done cutting the back piece. Now I'll open that up, draw a center line for my guideline. Then I'll cut the neck deep of the front and the neck deep of the back. Now I'm going to go ahead now. I will measure 4 inch inward like this, or you can go in by 4.5 inch. Then I'm going to go down by 4.5 inch, depending on how deep you want the neck deep to be, 4.5 inch, okay? Then I'm going to connect those 2 points together like this. Like so. Then I'm going to connect it all the way to the soldier like this. Then I'll go ahead now to cut that up. After cutting it, I'll just use that pattern to cut both the front, the 2 front. I went ahead to cut the back and the lining. As you can see, if you have enough piece, just cut 2 pieces for the back and 4 pieces for the front. All right, I cut both. This is the front piece and here is the small lining for the front. That's because I do not have enough fabric. First thing we'll do is to go ahead to pin the front, and I have the sleeve. This is the sleeve. I already have a tutorial on how to make this sleeve. I'll just go ahead, grab the lining for the back. I'll be pinning it up with the back piece like this. Then I'll just move the lining for the front, and I'm going to place the right side. Remember, you're placing right side together, then you pin everything up like so. I'll do the same thing. Once I'm done, I'll just go ahead to stitch while leaving about half an inch. Then for my straps, I just cut a strap of about 35" long by 1" then fold it into two, and you're going to just stitch. After stitching the straps, you will turn it with your safety pin or strap turner, anything you have at home. I went ahead to turn up my straps. Then I also stitch the back and the lining together. I press that up to lay it flat, and I also added some hemming gum so that it will not be moving. You can see this is the front. Then the next thing you can do is to go ahead now just to hem it up. If you have that's overlock machine, go ahead to overlock it, or weaving machine, anything you can call it, go ahead to overlock it. Then after stitching, what I did was to go ahead to open up a small hole right there that will add our straps. Okay, you can see you want to open a small hole that you add your straps inside. Okay, then you pin that up. We'll take it to the machine. We'll just kind of stitch the strap right there. When we are top stitching, you have to I will stop stitch with my strap along. All right, so after which I've just done joining the strap together. This is how I went ahead to do it. Therefore, I just held the lining and the piece, joining it up like that. Later on, what I did was to go ahead and just flip it up like that, like this. So you can see this is what it's looking like. Okay, I have both the two front right there. This is what is going to cross like. Okay, so you can see it's neat. Next thing I will do now is we're going to be joining the soldier together like this. I'll just go ahead, I will take this other piece, I'm going to place this up like so. See what I'm doing here? Just kind of flip the lining of the front so that will cover the back. Then we'll pin, and we're going to go ahead to stitch that up. After joining the soldier, we'll just go ahead now, pick the sleeve. I'm going to be notching the center of the sleeve. Then I will join it up with the center of the soldier, just like this. I'm going to go ahead to pin that up. See? Grab it up, and I'm going to pin, hold, pick and pin that up. Making sure everything is smooth and nice, and do the same thing to the other side. Once I'm done pinning everything up, I'll just take it to the machine. I'm going to stitch 1/2 inch away. Then after stitching, I'll overlock that up. Okay, this is what it looked like after stitching, so you can see. Then I'm going to join up like this, and I'm going to pin that up. I'll join the side of the top, stitch it with 1/2 inch away. Then I will join that up. I'm going to do the same thing to the other side of the top as well. Next thing I will do is to go ahead to hem my sleeve. Then I'm going to hem the downer part of the top as well. Then I will put it on to show you what it looked like on me. This is what the top looked like. Let me know what you think about this top. If it was helpful to you, give it a thumbs up, like, comment, and share. Don't forget to subscribe and hit your notification bell to get notification on next DIY. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you on my next DIY. Bye bye.